Hey gang, DVD collector back in the well, I'm in the comic shop today, and I'm doing a special video. It's not really movie related. It has nothing to do with DVDs or Blu-rays. It does tie into movies eventually, but what I'm going to do today is celebrate the Incredible Hulk, and I'm doing this because of one of my newer, really good friends, Claire. I had made a comment on showing off some toys, and she's a big Avengers Hulk fan, and I think we have a dual love for the green guy. So I thought, you know what, I'll shoot a little video showing off my collection of action figures. I'm not going to do the comic books because they're just too many. I own every comic book with the exception of the first 6. Now what happened with the Hulk was, the Hulk came out 1 through 6, and then it changed its name to Tales to Astonish and went up until 101. At 102, they changed the name back to the Incredible Hulk. Now in Tales to Astonish, the Hulk stories start a little bit earlier, and I have all of the Hulk stories there, but I have from Incredible Hulk 102 all the way to the newest Hulk that came out last week. The first 6 I have a couple times reprinted, but they're just, the average price is between $10,000 to $20,000 a piece for those, and it's just even a really crappy reader copy would be too expensive. But I do have 2 really cool issues to show you today, and they were signed by the artist and writer Len Wein and Herb Trimpe a couple years ago. These are the cream of the crop of my collection. The first one I'm going to show you is in really good condition. Let's just do this guy. That is, oh, that's a nice glare there. That's the Incredible Hulk number 180. This is the issue. At the very end of it is a sneak peek of Wolverine. Okay. And of course, this being the first appearance of Wolverine, Hulk 181, the most popular Hulk comic out there, where Hulk kicks the living dog shit out of Wolverine. Both signed. I only signed them because I'm not going to sell them. There's no reason to not have them signed if you meet the guys. They're both getting older. All the original art is missing due to a house fire, so they will get rarer and rarer. So, yeah. So without any further ado, let's start this. Now what I did is I set some up. I got a lot of these. I set them up in different sequences of small, medium, large, and extra large, and then Hulk extras like She-Hulks and some villains that I have. I'm missing a few figures in my collection that I always look for. There's a Toy Biz one from the 90s that I don't have, and then there's a new one from I don't know if it's from Sideshow or Matty Toys. It was from one of those two companies, and it's from the new Avengers movie. But it's like $300, and I'm not going to fork over that for that. The Mrs. DVD collector would make sure that I no longer existed if that would happen. So anyway, without any further ado, let's jump into this and I'll talk about each one just a little bit. First off, this is the Hulk from the Icon series. This was made by like the Marvel Select type guys, Marvel Legends. They're approximately, I don't know, there's my hand in front of me. They're well over a foot tall. This one is from the first movie. It does make some noises. I think it still does. This one here is from the first movie. It's just a posable figure. It's not really, doesn't really do anything. This is a Stretch Armstrong figure. Yeah, he stretches and bends and twists. This one, of course, is the same figure as this one with a different sculpted head and different color pants. Really, they just are posable like statues. This is from the 70s. This is a Mego figure that they did for the Incredible Hulk TV show. Real cloth pants. Just a really cool figure to have. I'm going to go ahead and set up the large figures. Those were the extra large in this like semicircle here, and this next set of guys they're all large figures, where the first row was extra large, this is large. I've just put them in front of the extra large figures. So let's go through this. These are all made by a company called Marvel Select that are semi-comic shop exclusive. You can get them at places like Spencer's Gifts, the Disney Store I think has them. They're only through companies that can order out of a magazine called Previews. So here we go. This is the Barbarian Hulk. He is from one of the newer storylines where he was separated from Banner's body and kind of fended for himself. This was a... no, this one wasn't. This one. This one is one based on Marks of History's artwork. Kind of the same body as this one, just a different head sculpt and pants variation with the loincloth to the jeans. This one was a Disney Store exclusive. You could only get this at the Disney Store. This was the first Marvel Select Hulk that they did. Now these ones, where the ones behind them are about a foot tall. These ones are all about 10 inches tall. This one's not got the best head sculpt in the world, but you know, I overlooked that because it's the Hulk. This is the Ultimate Hulk from a storyline in the comic books called the Ultimate Universe. And this is, the Hulk was gray in this universe like he was originally in Marvel. This, of course, is the movie Hulk from Marvel Select, from the Avengers. And, of course, a variation of a different character. He's still titled Hulk. This is Red Hulk. This is General Ross. If you know your Hulk history at all, this is General Ross as a Hulk character. But I still count him in the Hulk universe because he's still just as ferocious. So next we will do the medium. Okay, these are what we will call the medium figures. This is from the storyline Hulk the End, where Hulk's the last living creature on the earth. Most of these figures here in this medium set are from Marvel Legend figures. So I won't talk about these a lot because I don't really remember. They were just Marvel Legends. This was from the this is the first Hulk that Marvel Legends did. It was Series 2 of Marvel Legends. This is the Walmart variant that they put out quite a few years ago. He's got more of a Lou Ferrigno style head, face, and he's got the white shirt that rips off. This is one of the gray Hulks from the early stuff. Just a Hulk bending a bar. This is from a storyline called Planet Hulk and World War Hulk. This was the Marvel Legends Avengers Hulk. This is just a really ugly gray Hulk. The head is just terrible on this thing, but what are you going to do? You're going to buy it. There's another Barbarian type Hulk from Planet Hulk. That's a Smart Hulk from the 90s. From, if anybody read Hulk back then, he was part of a group called the Pantheon. There's another really weird, just barbarian-ish Hulk. And this is one of my all-time favorite Hulks that I own. This one is like the quintessential comic book Hulk. Just his face, his body, his overall style he's built in. It's just pretty much the perfect figure. Of all of my Hulk figures, that's probably my favorite one. Now on to the small figures. And no Hulk figure is a small figure. I mean, they're still 6 inches probably. These were from the 90s, most of them. There's a couple that's not, and I'll get to them when I get there. This is, of course, Smart Hulk from the Pantheon series, just like before. This is just a Hulk. He pull the string on his back and he makes muscles. This is the Maestro from another futuristic type Hulk. You can see that he has Thor's hammer and Cap's shield. He also has a belt with various things and Doctor Strange's cape that I left at the house. It's a version of Joe Fixit again, the Gangster Hulk. This is the Hulk from the Ang Lee movie. This is Joe Fixit. This is probably the best Joe Fixit version they've done of all of them. This is the 1970s Mego Hulk. This is one from the 96 cartoon. This one, the Ang Lee Hulk, is actually, I did a video on movies that I need to upgrade. That is one movie that I still look for on Blu-ray. Cheap. I don't want to pay $15, $20 for it, but I don't actually own that on Blu-ray, believe it or not. So now on to the next lower level, which would have been small, but they're a little bit shorter, so they will be titled extra small. Extra small. These are considered 3 3/4 inch figures. This is Barbarian Hulk from the World War Hulk. There's another version of just the Gray Hulk. This is an old 60s Avengers Hulk, like what he was supposed to look like when he first started. You get another Hulk. These ones are both just resculpts. This one came in a Secret Wars packet. I'm not really sure about this one. This one came in a game they tried to make, and all I bought was the Hulk. So this is my second favorite Hulk sculpt ever. It's just really looks Hulk, if that makes any sense. This is my worst figure. This is an Avengers movie Hulk. That was a 3 3/4 inch Hulk, and it just looks like a green turd with brown pants. It does nothing for the amazing look of the Hulk in the Avengers. And yet again, another red Hulk, which is just a resculpt of this with red head. Okay, next I will show you the other parts, the villains and stuff, but this, here's a real quick, here's a Banner. It's the only Banner figure I own, but that's the Hulk. That's what starts as the human, and then he becomes this. Like I said, these are extras and villains. This, the Abomination, 3 versions of the Abomination here. Some robot Hulk skeleton that somebody made to fight the Hulk. The Absorbing Man. This and this are both versions of the Hulk's son. His name is Scar. He is a result of the Planet Hulk. The Hulk's cousin, She-Hulk. Her backstory is she's a lawyer. She was shot by a gangster. Hulk gave her a transfusion, and she became She-Hulk. Not enough room here, so here's Wendigo. Doc Samson, who is the Hulk's psychiatrist, who also experimented with the blood. The Leader. And if you've ever read Hulk comics, there's a set of villains called the UFOs. This is Ironclad. Alright guys, so that was the Hulk collection by DVD Collector 1974. Hope you enjoyed it. A little back history with the Hulk and me. I started reading the Hulk when I was about 5, so that would have been 34 years ago. I was having a hard time reading, so my dad started bringing me Hulk comics and Superman comics. I have almost an equally impressive Superman collection as I do Hulk, but Hulk has always been first and foremost my favorite. I still to this day read Superman and Hulk religiously, no matter how bad or good it is. But he's always meant a lot to me. As you can obviously tell, these didn't just get bought overnight. So that's it. Claire, I hope that was pretty cool for you to see, and everybody else as well. My love for the Hulk shown to you in only DVD collector's fashion. So one more pan and scan, and then we're out. So I will see you guys later this week, and later. Hulk smash!